All right, Harry, got your new motor mounts installed on your 190 SL, and I'll show you the why new motor mounts were necessary on your ride. You can see that we happen to, I marked this one with red so we know which way it is oriented, because these are left and right and they've got an arrow pointing to the front. And we got a boot on there, a rubber boot that protects the motor mount from all the oil that's coming off of dripping off of your engine. And you can see the mount, we got new attaching hardware. Now then, the consequences of having a new motor mount on both sides. Here's the other mount right here. And the benefits and consequences of motor mount is two. First of all, we got looking at your clutch linkage right here. There's your clutch linkage. And come over here, and the rod that comes out of this hole and it goes over here and attaches to your pedals. Well, this rod has got to be centered up inside the this shaft is centered up inside this hole. There we go. I'm sorry. Shaft is centered inside this hole, and you do that with shims, series of shims over here. But when we put the new motor mounts in and tightened everything down, this shaft centered right up in the hole perfectly. So that's where it's supposed to be, because this kind of floats. You can see it floats a little bit with respect to the engine, but it has to be centered in the hole. Now, the other benefit and consequence of correct motor mounts, gotta get out from underneath the car, correct height motor mounts, is back here on your air log clearance above the firewall. And you notice, let's get the camera down there sideways, and you notice we got clearance down here. Clearance, you can put your fingers down here, and you don't, and before, you may remember, you had, or somebody had a piece of foam right here to keep the air log from rattling on the firewall. Well, that's not correct. You need clearance underneath here. You get your fingers underneath here, and that tells you got proper clearance. That way, the weight of the engine and the carburetors is not sitting on the firewall, and with the potential of breaking the carburetor mounts, the carburetor flanges down here at the base of the carburetors down here. So everything is where it's supposed to be. We've got good clearance. Now the fronts are not much better, but they're less critical, so I'm not going to do those at this time, although they need it, because you can see the how the bend in the hose here, right here is. The hose should be straighter than that, but the fronts are not as critical. And we've got your generator all taken care of. You can see we got good alignment on the generator and the fan belt. Got a new fan belt. Your belt was about 30 years old, so we got you taken care of there. Anyway, just want to let you know why you got new motor mounts, even though we hadn't discussed it earlier. But I did send you a video earlier telling you why they were going to get replaced, so hope you got that video. Thank you.